Hey everybody.
Hey.
As you can see, I have a special guest here, my wife Lori Kirchner, again for two-player MAME Politics. Today is episode 21 of MAME Politics, Super Bowl Sunday. And since we're huge football fans,
In
Lori
honor
and I,
of
yeah,
this hallowed day.
we're going to be playing super high impact. We're also going to be playing the game Rail Chase and Marble Madness a little later in this broadcast. But this game, I've always wanted to play it. I've always wanted to check it out because it is Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat's first game for Midway. And it's a weird game. It's not a very particularly good game.
Ed Boon made this?
Yeah, you didn't know that's why I picked it?
I must have.
Okay.
I must have conveniently forgotten that
Okay.
fact. Okay.
So I'm gonna hop over to the chat right now.
Has anybody played this game? Did anybody grow up liking this? Like it's your version of like, what is it? NBA Jam. A much better game.
Yeah, I mean, well, the NBA Jam is definitely completely modeled after this game. So that was interesting when I first flipped this game on. You'll notice immediately similarities to other Midway games and NBA Jam. I mean, NBA Jam copied this template, except NBA Jam is actually called NBA Jam. So it's an officially licensed game.
Okay.
This, as you can see from this just little attract screen thing that I'm on now, is that it's definitely unlicensed.
I don't just hate like all sports games, but I also football's got to be my least favorite sport, so I can't wait to play this because I read a 11-year-old article on WordPress where somebody ranked it among the top 10 worst arcade games.
That's interesting. Well, just in case you couldn't tell in the beginning, Lori and I aren't going to watch the Super Bowl. We're not into football at all. So this is kind of in the vein of playing a bad game on purpose. I don't even think you and I have ever actually even played a football video game in our lives.
No.
So this is me for the first time attempting to play a football video game. I mean, I turned this on a little bit a couple nights ago just to check it out, but I didn't really give it a serious playthrough. So
You also you understand the basic tenets of football enough to know why it's such a fucking boring game to watch.
yeah, I mean, barely though.
Okay.
Barely.
I went to several football games as a child. I was so privileged to get up like at 8 in the morning on Christmas Day and go down to see the Niners play as a kid. That was definitely my idea. It was my dream.
Yeah.
Ugh, it was just such a sad Christmas where you just want to like stay home and play with your toys or like listen to your new
sad.
Janet Jackson CD, and it's like, nope, we're going to a football game. So this is going to trigger some sad little memories for me. Yeah. And why does that guy look like he's on the Niners too? Why does everybody look like they're on the Niners? He literally look at his helmet, the guy on the left.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
Did they just rip off actual players?
No, it looks to me like they probably used a jersey of some kind, and maybe they had to Photoshop out the logos.
Yeah.
Because they don't. I mean, the guy in the middle too, like he's wearing like something from the Buffalo Bills, maybe too. I don't know. I don't know anything about football, so
maybe I don't know. Yeah. See, now
Um,
we're already out of our depth. The guy in the middle is obviously like on the Cowboys via like a World Wrestling Championship promo style. Like
Yeah.
he's like, I think that's a cigar in his mouth.
So if you have chosen today to not watch the Super Bowl, this is your replacement. We're going to play for you. We're going to try to play through a full game, I guess. I mean, I don't know how long a full football game takes on a video game. If it's too boring, we're going to stop.
Yeah.
But, this is our Super Bowl today. And yeah, we're also going to talk to you guys about politics, not just a terrible football video game.
First, I just want to mention how the name of this game has aged. High Impact as a football
Yeah,
game
yeah,
title
yeah.
would not fly today,
Uh-huh.
and then Super High Impact. Yeah.
Major brain trauma.
Yeah, it should just be
Regular
called Major
brain trauma and major brain trauma.
Simulated Brain Trauma Coach.
Yeah. And the halftime show will be Barbara on the couch.
Yeah.
Is
She's
she
literally
there
on the
right now?
couch right now. Yes.
Yeah, I think the
Good call.
viewers yesterday caught her having a bad dream for a second. She was having a really loud bad dream on the couch. Yeah, it was pretty cute.
Oh.
So
Let's
yeah,
do it.
Well, you want to start?
I don't know.
You're eager to start?
I kind of am eager to get this game over with because I'd rather
Okay.
play Marble Madness.
All right. Well, let me toss to you guys in the chat at least one of the first topics I wanted to.
Oh yeah, politics.
Yeah, I guess let's start with impeachment because it's the most boring subject and it's also obviously going to fail at this point. But I know most of you guys in the chat probably weren't paying attention to the actual impeachment trial in the Senate or the impeachment investigation or whatever the hell it was officially called in the House. I mean,
why watch a rigged farce? I mean, I don't blame people for not paying total attention to it.
I mean, were you paying any attention to it?
Wasn't paying shit in terms of attention.
Okay.
It's like my deepest hope of hopes. It's like in your mind, most ethical people are like, yes, he should be fucking convicted. But then it's like, you just play that scenario out and it's actually worse.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I mean, we would get Mike Pence.
Yeah. The actual scary one who has like tact and decorum. So everybody will be like, what's the problem? This guy's, he's not like, he's not like an absolute fucking flaming, dumpster fire. Like, so he's great, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That was like the chilling way in which I was kind of like, I'm going to make peace with the fact that even before it starts, you knew that acquittal was like the only end game.
Yeah, and it's been mostly finalized. The Senate vote, I believe it was on Friday, was a vote of 49 to 51.
Dramatic.
In terms of calling more witnesses. And that was the ace in the hole that the Democrats thought they were going to have, is being able to call John Bolton as a witness under oath in front of the Senate so that he could confirm that Trump did withhold the aid in leveraging the investigation of Hunter Biden with Zelensky.
Imagine being John Bolton, though. It's like, why would you want to like step all over your book launch? Like
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to know more, come and read my book.
Well,
Like, why would he put his neck out there and try to like testify anyway?
Well, unless that was the whole point
Yeah.
of him putting out the book was to create a controversy and hoping that he would be under oath.
I mean,
you
I don't think
that
he
was the
cares
case?
that he didn't get called. I mean, why?
Okay.
He's an old man at the end of his career, and he's already got his truth out there in a way that he's getting, paid for.
So you don't buy into the premise that
he wanted to testify? No,
Well,
I
that
think
he
he
wa-
wanted people to know that he had stuff on him.
okay.
Direct
So you
stuff.
don't think that because some of the people in this chat or just in general, like in the anti-war world, believe that Bolton wanted Trump to go down so that he could get his war with Iran finally.
I mean, I'm sure he has like a understandable amount of like personal spite against him,
Mm-hmm.
where if it went that way, he would obviously testify and it would be damning. But
Went what way?
if it went the way where they had witnesses called and he did.
So you think that he would have damning testimony against Trump if he were to testify under oath?
But knowing him, like, it would have probably been delivered in a very unsatisfying way.
Unsatisfying how? Like just nothing burger?
Yeah, like kind of like, well, yeah, like everybody's been saying that they heard him say it. Now I'm telling you that he did say it, but still, if he's, even if he's guilty of a crime, it's still not impeachable,
Mm-hmm.
right? Isn't that the new Dershowitz and
Well, that's what I think.
rationale?
I think they were expecting that somehow Bolton would be included as a witness, and they were trying to set the stage for that, saying that even if they weren't saying it directly, but even if Bolton did confirm a lot of the allegations, then it still is not a crime. So I think they were almost kind of set the stage for that, and then ended up not happening at all. So it's kind of a moot point right now. So I guess, but it was interesting to see that Mitt Romney was one of the Republicans that actually went against most of the other Republicans and voted for witnesses. I think only one other Republican voted for witnesses, from what I understand.
oh, really? And
yeah.
then, okay.
But I mean, it's over now. I mean, but for some reason they're waiting a whole other week, and people are predicting now that the final verdict, or the, what do you call it, the final vote or whatever, guilty or not, will be done on Wednesday. So there's going to be like 2 whole days of closing arguments from Trump's lawyers and like Adam Schiff and Nadler. Nadler? Is it Nadler?
Nadler, I think. I don't know. I mean, there's probably a way to acquit him, but still have some sort of a, like vapid, like just really empty kind of like, not even like censuring. Because remember, did Clinton get censured Like, even though he was acquitted of the impeachment, didn't he get censured?
Yeah, something
There
like
was
that.
like
I don't
some
know
sort
the
of
full details.
in name only, like not even a slap on the wrist, just like a ideological like show of like we don't think that what you did was very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, someone in here, south of the border smoker, is saying that the neocons wanted Pence in there. I mean, I'm sure anybody, and it's not just the neocons. I think any entity that wants a very specific and consistent agenda carried out doesn't want Trump. They would rather have someone like Pence in there. So I think that it's sort of a umbrella thing. It's like, yeah, technically Pence would probably be more of just a lapdog for the neocons, but he would be also more of a lapdog for a lot of the other things that maybe Trump is not fully playing ball with. And that's not to say that Trump is has any legitimately good reason for not playing ball with these things. He's just not consistent. He doesn't follow through on policy.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think that's the only thing that's really preventing the neocons from getting their full war with Iran right now, is that Trump decides to do different things on different days.
Okay, I was wrong. He was cited for contempt of court for by the judge.
Okay.
Like he was basically given like a light perjury slap on the wrist, where it's not actually perjury. It's just like you're in contempt of court by not answering as more directly or more truthfully. But I don't know. I think something will happen where it'll just be like, narrow enough. And I mean, do you really think that people actually want Pence, or do you think they would just accept Pence? Because I don't know that Pence is necessarily like as
well, he doesn't excite regular
manipulable.
people.
Yeah, and he can't be manipulated. Like Trump can literally be poked and prodded to like reach a certain end, I feel, because he is so like emotionally kind of just like reactive. Just have somebody
Maybe,
say it on
though,
Fox
yeah.
News if he
I
wants
mean,
to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, he can be, but at the same time, like, I still feel that he's unpredictable.
Yes.
He's
a liability in that way.
He doesn't do what people necessarily want him to do, but he's also unpredictable. Pence, I feel like, would just be more of a lapdog, because he just seems more like a vessel. Like,
sure.
I don't get any.
But people would have to take more responsibility for propping up and controlling somebody like Pence, whereas with Trump, his own personality is such a exceptional, like I don't listen to anybody, that it's like it kind of allows you like a safe distance from what he does to be associated with it.
So you can simultaneously be really secretly excited and really into him carrying out your agenda, but then on the side act like you don't like his behavior. And
yeah, that's what my parents think.
It's sort of, and
that
a
works
lot
for
of
my parents.
I mean, that's, I think, the bargain a lot of Republicans have made, and that sort of leads me to this funny Bill Kristol tweet. Of course, Bill Kristol has founded Defending Democracy, which I think is basically the Alliance for Securing Democracy, the think tank that monitors Russian bots or whatever the hell. And then he also started Republicans for the Rule of Law, which is implying that Trump is breaking the law and that Republicans need to separate from Trump. And then also, he said right after this vote to not call witnesses, this is what he tweeted, Bill Kristol, the Friday vote, said, not presumably forever, not perhaps for a day after November 3rd, 2020, not on every issue or in every way until then, but for the time being, one has to say, we are all Democrats now.
Oh, God.
So this is a guy who ran a conservative, neoconservative magazine for 20 years, 30 years, who is literally saying on Twitter now that because this impeachment failed, that we are all Democrats now.
Yeah, but Bill Kristol does like to play like the self-important drama queen, sort of like pundit of all pundits.
Yeah, that's his shtick.
It makes sense that he would be that dramatic about it. Like, we're all Democrats now. It's like, okay, dude, like, show me your registration, bro.
Yeah. I mean, someone asked what Republican congressmen are holding back on a war with Iran. Good question. I don't know. I mean, Rand Paul is barely holding back on it. He's in a really weird position now where he's basically like Trump's best friend. And he trusts Trump now, and they hang out, I guess, in private all the time.
He's like the kid who hangs out with like whatever bully last beat him up, though. That's like Rand Paul's personality.
Yeah, he's a real
to me, in a
bootlicker,
nutshell.
for sure. Yeah, he's a real bootlicker. And I'm sure on some level his dad is not pleased with what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
And how he's acting. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's it for impeachment. I don't really know where to go with it. I mean, it's the only thing that I'm disappointed about, and I expressed this yesterday, is that I won't be able to dig through 5 hours of C-SPAN footage of John Bolton testifying in front of the Senate for a very heavy agenda part 4.
You think he'd really be up there for that long?
Yeah. All the other people were, but
It's like
think
a
about
whole
it.
day.
I mean, wouldn't that have been almost like the plot was written for me if John Bolton, the founding director of PNAC, became the guy to impeach Trump over Ukraine? I mean, that's almost like too easy of a plot
And
for
it was
a very heavy agenda.
It was
right?
too poetic justice for me to even believe that it would happen.
Of course,
When he was like,
yeah.
yeah, I'd be willing to testify. Plus, all this shit's in my book. Like, he totally said it to me. It's like, to come forward that late
Yeah.
and be like, yeah, I know it was in my book. Like, my book went to the presses, 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Like, it did seem to me like posturing. Like, nothing was going to come of it.
And also be like a reverse of a normal story character arc. Like, he would start as a villain, this widely loathed, scary figure who would all of a sudden become this democratic resistance hero. I mean, he was already being propped up that way by the Democrats. They were like, John Bolton, he's like a truth teller. Like, certain Democrats were starting to paint him as he was like a really respectable guy with all this integrity, and that's why we needed him. So it's interesting to see the way people twist and morph to just because that's how much they want Trump out of office. They're willing to deify someone like John Bolton.
Omar Rana says Ron Paul's dad has totally called us an idiot or something in an interview. I think we've seen at least 2 instances where you could just see like the look of like, ugh, like.
Yeah. Well, Omar Rana, I put a clip in a very heavy agenda part 3 where Sean Hannity is interviewing Rand Paul, and he asks him about a comment that Ron made about how the neocons have taken over the Republican Party and how they're doing this and that. And Sean Hannity asks Rand, is your dad talking about you when he's talking about the neocons? And Rand is like, no. And then he's like, are you guys like, what's like Thanksgiving like for you guys? Are you guys like throwing turkey legs across the table? And Rand's like, no, we're good. And then you can tell it's like a very awkward
Oh God.
question for him. But
he's such a beta, just carbon copy of his dad with like none of the charm or like conviction. He's just like very hollow to me, so of a personality. But no, that's true. We should probably play some football.
You want to play some football?
I'd
Okay,
love
so
to
are we
play some
going
football.
exhibitionist?
Exhibition.
Yeah.
I mean, an exhibitionist, those like shirts and skins.
Yeah. Are we doing ultimate challenge
I
with
think-
an eye patch guy?
I feel like
Can football players even wear an eye patch? Is
I
that
mean,
allowed in the league?
these
Or
numbers are
smoke
not
cigars?
adjusted by inflation. But they can't. They can
This-
smoke cigars. They can go into clubs with guns tucked into their sweatpants. They
Yeah.
can do whatever they want.
This
They're
guy
football
looks
players.
like Macho Man Randy Savage. So I think we should go pro.
Really?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
Ultimate challenge seems like it might be too much.
Yeah. So
Like the guy's gonna fist us if we don't win.
he's gonna fist you. Okay.
I could have worn an eye patch if I had really tried harder to prepare for this.
Okay, let's go pro here. Okay.
Okay.
So here's Super High Impact. This game came out before NBA Jam was released by Midway and was Ed Boon's first game. Actually, is technically a quasi sequel to High Impact, which is Ed Boon's first game. And rumor has it, and I don't know if this is actually completely accurate, but rumor has it that all the sprites on the field are Ed Boon.
I believe
in
that.
costume. Now, so you can believe that if you want, but let's check this game out.
So this is from 1991, and originally it was like a joystick and like one button to like pick the play or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who gave it a terrible review said it was like if a bunch of people who never really watched or played football supervised a bunch of sociopathic programmers.
Oh, good.
So that's like
Okay.
the main draw
So that's
for
perfect
me.
for us. Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Oh, the roar of the crowd, the cheerleading. Oh, and another cute thing about this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's already happening? Or, wait,
No.
what am I?
Wait a second.
Who are we?
Oh, I'm playing
Oh.
against a CPU.
Oh,
so hold on. So
no.
let's go back.
Okay.
We gotta restart Super High Impact.
It was just too high impact.
Yeah.
It just
And
threw
if
us
you could
right
tell,
into it.
those sprites on the field could easily be Ed Boon, as they don't look anything like a football player's body type.
He's kind of a skinny guy, right?
Yeah, he's like a scrawny guy. Yeah, look at the sprites on the screen here. None of these people are professionally
Some
athletes.
errors got detected.
Andy Miller, thank you. We will we'll definitely put this stream up right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like these games they're for people who are like really into sports, and I understand football probably more than you do.
Well,
yeah.
the funny thing is about that though, I got really into NBA Jam. I mean, like, and
you
I wasn't.
Used to actually watch basketball though.
Yeah, but not. Well, I guess that's true. That was
And
probably
you
the
know
only
what?
sport that I got into.
Okay, anyone can get into NBA Jam because it's a well-conceived game. It looks good, and everybody likes to hear like boom shakalaka and what are the other things
Wait,
they say?
did we go on the same team?
I think we already lost the game. Oh no, are we on the same team? Yeah,
I'm not sure how
You
this
said you
works.
played
No,
this
yeah.
before, so I'll leave it all to you. I won't touch anything. Oh, and another thing about this game, instead of having like the really
Type your
good,
initials.
okay, instead of having the really good announcer and like the trash talking and stuff, that was really fun. It's basically like the ref that yells at you sounds exactly like the person that says like, "Do you need your mama?" or something. Like there's like only one voice that both trash talks you and referees the game.
Wait a second, it fucked up again.
Oh no. Team Africa. Oakland has a skull on it. Okay. Europa? These are really like oddly bootlegged.
Okay, so we're gonna go Oakland.
Of course.
All right. So I think we might be on the same team, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, because it's actually the cabinet has 4 players.
Okay, yeah. So I think we're gonna be playing on the same team, Lori and I, against the CPU.
Can I even do anything? Because can you even control your individual sprite?
We're gonna find out right now.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're both on the field together.
Wait. Oh shit. I couldn't catch up to you. Because I'm just a tiny little Ed Boon.
Okay, so what are your plays? You do the play, honey.
Let's do well, I want the CPU to figure it out first. Why can't they pick one?
I feel like they probably do it only after.
Do a sweep.
Yeah,
Am I the QB?
Oh
shit!
That definitely looks like Ed Boon to me.
What am I possibly? How am I supposed to get out of there?
You're the one who picks the plays, so I'm gonna let you pick all the plays for us.
Okay. Okay, now
So
you're
now
QB.
yeah.
Wow. Does he say I eat quarterbacks for breakfast? Holy crap! This game is a mess. Did this game make any money?
Highly doubtful. I don't think this game ever got a home release either.
Okay. I told you I didn't want to play this for very long.
Pass it to me. Pass it to me.
I can't. This is like worse than I was expecting. We're running after it, but we're not.
Oh, wait, it
gonna get
uses
there.
the same. It sounds like it uses the same impact sound from Smash TV. When you get hit.
Oh, okay.
Ugh!
It probably does. I mean, doesn't look like that much money was spent on this game. Like, just enough to make it functional. You gained a
1
yard.
yard gain.
This is
Cube.
cool. I did something. I don't even know what that was. I think I blocked something. Ooh, you're stunting.
That's
Ooh,
me?
No, I'm 2.
Where am I?
You're upfield. This was the
So
main
weird
problem
that
with the
people play
game is that
these
it's
games. I mean, are all football games this bad? Probably not. But
the
get it.
I'm trying. I can't go very fast.
Oh fuck!
Did we run out of time or we got
You gotta.
We
pick the play.
fumbled.
Pick the play.
Okay. Let's do a run and shoot.
That crowd noise sounds really weird. It's
I
like,
know. All right, I got it.
You running? Yeah.
I hope this
Nice. Damn. What?
Oh yeah, when you get tackled, all of your entire outfit comes off.
Wait, so
all
Ed
your
Boon's-
pads and everything.
Ed Boon took a picture of himself in his underwear for that one. Do you see that?
Pretty. I mean, it's got like a heroic homosex undertone, which I don't hate.
Pass.
I don't even know how to pass.
Just press the button.
That's the button I pressed.
What happened?
Nothing.
You just fell to the ground. You didn't pass the winner.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I could switch players.
Oh.
Cool.
We got him.
That's definitely the getting killed or hit sound from Smash TV.
Okay, I believe you. And
it actually has a replay. That's not bad.
Oh, that was the first exciting
How
thing.
funny is it though that every single sprite is the same actor?
And it's just 5 of them trailing behind the guy with the ball. It's like not even. I don't think Ed Boon played much football. Oh, you can actually tackle people yourself. It's just hard to catch up with them.
I was picking random ones. I have no idea what they mean.
Okay. Okay.
So when does a football game end? Let's do a suicide. When does a football game end? Pass it to me.
I don't know how to do that.
Are we on defense or offense? I can't even tell. What the fuck? Look at that.
Whoa, those layers were god awful.
Shit.
Sorry, I'm busy unhiding good comments. Yeah, NBA Jam, totally opposite game. You could hate basketball and you could still enjoy this.
Shit.
You could be the world's biggest football player and still hate this game. He deserves it. That Ed Boon really won the game.
Why are you jumping up and down? Are you that frustration?
Maybe. Yeah, like we're mad. Okay.
Extra point attack.
You got a conversion. They call this a conversion. I don't know why I jumped. I thought I could maybe catch that.
So listen to how FM pleasurable this music is. It's kind of actually Mortal Kombat-esque. Fuck.
Yeah, way to go.
So you can run if you hold down one of the buttons, and I think the other one is pass.
Okay.
Pick a play for this bullshit game. So the Oaken wait, what?
There's more plays.
Oh, good. Do more plays. Do a field goal or something.
How about a bootleg?
Okay, do a bootleg, whatever. You tried to pass to me.
I did.
Yeah. NFL Blitz, yeah, that was like the Midway's more popular fighting game, wasn't it?
I passed it to you.
Yep, he got me.
At least your pads didn't fly off.
Yeah. Yeah, the Iowa caucus, it is really crazy actually how Bernie rose so fast, so suddenly. I mean, even like mainstream comedy talk shows, late night talk shows are talking about how he's leading the polls now. It's almost like they can't deny his growth anymore.
Oh no, you got Hoyt.
NFL Blitz, that I don't think Ed Boon worked on that. Those were different teams at Midway, I think. But I was just talking to Tom the other day about a terrible game that Ed Boon made. It was actually one of the last arcade games he made for Midway called The Grid, which was like a deathmatch style first-person shooter that used like a joystick, like an old school flight simulator style joystick in the arcade. It was bad. Does that mean you kicked it?
What?
Did you kick that?
I thought you might have hit it.
I'm so confused.
I'm very confused. I should have looked up more about how to play this game. Okay. Oh boy.
It's kind of amazing that they actually used a very similar aesthetic for NBA Jam and made so much of a better game out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Anti-bomb.
Okay.
Oh, so these are defensive plays we're doing now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well.
Okay.
That was cool. Wow. You just stomped on him. Wait,
what?
You fight?
This is probably partly one of the only cool things about this game since it's unlicensed is they have a section where you literally fight on the field and do a test your might button tapping Mortal Kombat thing. It's hilarious.
I should have been there, sorry.
God, that Smash TV hit sound is just driving me crazy.
Do you want to just play Smash TV?
You can't. It's not on the Pandora's.
What?
I have to set it up on a separate machine.
Oh man, all my favorite games do not play well with the
I know.
Raspberry Pi.
a lot of my favorite games don't either. It's too bad. I guess because you're the quarterback. Are you the quarterback? Is that the deal? Is that why you get to pick all the offensive plays and I get to pick all the defensive plays? I don't get it.
That could be it. Ooh. I'm
weird.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I think this game is pure shite, and I'd rather not play it.
Let's let
Unless
it play
you want
out.
to, can we go and like maybe some of the teams look better?
No, I think they all look exactly the same.
You think even Team Africa looks like Ed Boon over and over and over again?
There isn't a Team Africa.
Oh yes, there is. There's
Really?
a Team Africa.
Oh no. Okay,
and
well
there's a Team Europa.
Let's check out Team Africa just to see if they've palette swapped
Thank
all
God
the
it's not
all
spelled
the
with
Ed
like a
Boon
V.
sprites to look black. That would be weird.
Satan's
but it
Hollow,
would
a
also
game that's
be
not good.
it would also be a precursor to how they basically palette swapped Katana and Melina in Mortal Kombat 2 to make it a black character.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Is Melina supposed to be black?
No, Melina's not, but they palette swapped Jade
Oh.
and darkened her skin.
Oh, Jade is a true.
It's the last
like,
time I
outfit
can
swap.
remember a mainstream video game actually having like a blackface version of a digitized white actor in a game. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe Revolution X, that kind of seems like a game that might have done something that dumb. But yeah, let's check out Team Africa just to see if that's the case.
It might look better, like the outfits.
I highly doubt it.
Won't.
I bet it's just palette swap like green or something.
CMOS is invalid.
Okay, should we do 2 players again?
I honestly, I could just be the exhibition side of this, because it's even more. It's like more confusing, but I'll play it. I don't care.
Oh my! What the hell's going on?
Press start for each credit. Okay. Maybe I was gonna say maybe we should do the easiest version of this. Maybe the plays are like more for like children.
Better. So where's Team Africa? Okay. So we don't see what
Africa versus Texas.
Wait, so we just look at white guys. There's no indication that we're actually from Africa.
God damn it!
I mean, I guess that's actually better than if they just colored the white sprite, digitized sprite actor black, but that's odd. That's not what we expected.
Damn, my clothes got
again.
No, it was me.
Wait, do you see how many shoes there were?
How many shoes?
If you notice that, that was Ed Boon's early, I guess, humor, where he put like 4 shoes on the screen when you get your clothes knocked off. It reminds me of the Mortal Kombat 3 fatalities that have like 10 arms and legs like flying in the air. Let's get out of this piece of shit game. This is so I hope you guys enjoyed your Super Bowl today on MAME Politics.
That was really awful.
Yeah, that was excruciating.
We're never playing another football game again.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody wanted me to play Tecmo Bowl though on here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Bird World. This has a good point. That's South Africa probably. Yeah, that was probably what it was supposed to be.
Good call. Team Africa. A little generic.
So.
You know those traditional South African colors.
I think we should play Rail Chase next.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
About that?
The article that I read that really handed super high impact's ass to it mentioned Tecmo Bowl. So that's on there. Do you want to play that real quick as like a comparative?
No. No. Not
okay.
today.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get to Rail Chase. This is a pretty cool game that I already can't find on here. All right. Let's see what happened. Okay, that's already annoying. I need to go to that alternate list.
I need to get some water.
Okay. Would you get my jewel if you see it up there? Okay, so since I'm dealing with a disorganized list here, it's going to be a little difficult to find, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. There it is. Awesome. This game is really cool. Surprisingly, I don't really remember seeing it in any arcade games or any arcades when I was a kid. Although I did see a precursor to it which is a game I still really want to show you guys because it's in a really cool graphic engine style that I really appreciate, which is it's a type of gameplay which is 3-dimensional but uses only 2-dimensional sprites. So you've probably seen this most commonly used in games like Outrun, Space Harrier, Afterburner. These are actually all Sega games. So Sega pioneered this sort of concept with their engine of a lot of their arcade boards, which were able to do this.
I found a handful
Okay.
of jewels upstairs. Can
which
I have
were-
one of them? My battery's out.
Yeah. Which were able to do these really cool, really fast-paced 3D style gameplay games, but with 2D sprites. And Rail Chase was probably one of the last games made in this style that's just really interesting, really kind of fascinating to look at. And also, it's not a racing game, so it's a little easier to play because it's a rail shooter. But it's like in the style of a racing game. You're
I
like
don't
on a
even-
rail the whole time.
I don't even think I played. Did we play this?
No, I think I made you watch a video of it in
Okay.
one of our late night
And I
MAME
I
politics
approved
planning
it.
sessions.
Oh, this looks a little problematic. It's like Indiana Jones stuff.
Well, before we play Rail Chase, let's talk about the coronavirus a little bit.
I'm really into all those sick memes that reference Corona beer.
Yeah, I mean, it is annoying in a way to see that how many people are making like jokey memes about it. How many people are turning it into like a xenophobia thing and making it all about how Chinese people are,
They eat like dirty pigs and blah blah blah.
Yeah, so it's like all about that when, I mean, I'm torn too on the conspiratorial sort of narratives about it as well because, as you know from my discussion yesterday, Zero Hedge. I don't know if you heard this, Lori. Did you hear that they got suspended off Twitter yesterday?
No, I spend no time off
Okay.
on Twitter.
Well, it's kind of a big deal because Zero Hedge is like one of the longest running indie media websites that sort of takes they push a lot of alternate or conspiracy narratives.
What was the reason?
Apparently, they doxed or outed a Chinese scientist for apparently spreading the coronavirus. Now,
By just existing and not being like quarantined?
I'm not sure that the details are a little murky to me. People in the chat may know more about it, but
Okay.
the weird part about it was that Twitter banned them for doxing this guy, but apparently another website or several other websites and Reddit and all these other forums had already been pushing that same narrative and had already doxed the guy. So Zero Hedge's defense was, we didn't dox the guy. We were just repeating the information.
We just signal boosted the doxing.
Yeah, so Twitter obviously is probably not a fair suspension, but I do wonder what's going on with that, and it is a little sketchy too that Bill Gates and these other people were running these like pandemic scenarios of coronavirus, like showing that it's going to infect like something like 500 million people across the planet. Like there's all these like oligarchs right now hyping up the spread of it and saying that it's going to create like a mass pandemic.
Well, do you remember when everybody was terrified of SARS?
Yeah, of course.
And do you remember when everybody was terrified of the Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome? And we all thought that it was just going to be the next pandemic. And remember, wasn't that long before that, it might have been in between those two events, that I downloaded a fun cell phone game called Panic or Pandemic or shit, what's it called? It's like a viral pandemic simulator game. It was like one of the first like phone games that became like very popular, casual
people
play.
still play that.
Plague.
Yeah.
Plague.
Yeah. Peppo Lepo says they didn't dox anybody. All they posted was an article on how the coronavirus may be manufactured bioweapon and how it has HIV insertables in its protein chain makeup.
Huh.
I mean, that's a pretty far out theory. I think that, it's. I just personally think it's irresponsible for anybody to be pushing that theory without, like, real heavy scientific backing. Even if other scientists have said this protein chain looks similar, obviously that's not a reason to ban them off Twitter. I mean, I think I just don't believe in deplatforming in general, unless it's like a death threat or something like that. But
H1N1, was that the bird flu?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good MIA song.
But my problem, Peppo, is that I am just frankly suspicious of anybody suggesting that China or Russia are behind some kind of manufactured bioweapon to create a pandemic. I'm not saying that that's the theories are suggesting the government's behind it, but I am just very, very skeptical, especially of what's going on between the U.S. and China right now. So I have to kind of just hold back on commenting on it too strongly because I don't really know. I mean, I need more time to decide.
What is it? 40,000 people have it in China or something.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
I woke up this morning to one of like the most promoted Apple News articles was about like, hey, watch this. In Wuhan, they're building this. They took 10 days and built like a huge hospital complex for all the people in this epicenter of the disease that are going to have it. But it's like, I don't fucking know what they're building. Like, for all I know, that could have been a construction project that was already happening. Like, who's telling me this? Like, what is this? Like, what does it even mean? Like, people build all sorts of shit that could be used as like a temporary hospital if the worst were to occur. It could just be like Chinese efficiency and, you know, like state-sponsored building contracts. Just like, fuck it, we'll build a hospital. If we need it, great. If we don't, we'll use it for something else. Re-education camps. I don't know. We always need more of those.
Hey, John. How's it going? John says hi.
Hi, John.
Whitney Webb essentially speculated that it might be of U.S. origin. Recommend checking out her article, says Tara Toddler.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, obviously, you guys know me. That's more of my wheelhouse, believing that the U.S. government.
She's been on Media Roots.
Yeah, she has. And fun fact, a project for the New American Century's Rebuilding of America's Defenses document, which talks about a catalyzing event where we need a new Pearl Harbor, also talks about the need to think about race-specific bioweapons. It doesn't explicitly spell out in the document that we need to create them, but it talks about the need to like accept them as a type of warfare and how to deal with them, and specifically sort of alludes to like some kind of Muslim terrorist doing that to Jews. And what's interesting about that is that technically there really isn't enough genetic separation between a lot of Arabs and Jews. So the actual, like, if you constructed a weapon that did that, it probably wouldn't even work.
Yeah, like I feel like we and like Israel have done like the most research in that direction of like any sort of like race specific bioweapons, which sounds like such a
in the UK.
Stage
well, the
eugenics.
UK.
Yes.
This is something I don't know if I've talked to you about, but there's a lot of tie-in actually between the anthrax programs of all these governments and the UK government's history of trying to develop a race-specific bioweapon to kill blacks in South Africa. This is actually something that David Kelly had some involvement in, and there have been other whistleblowers about this program. And there's people who have speculated that David Kelly was actually killed, not just because he blew the whistle on the Iraq WMDs, but because he had some deep knowledge about what happened here. Sort of similar parallels, actually, to Frank Olson, who blew the whistle on bioweapon use in the Korean War.
Mm.
So should we play this?
Yeah.
David Kelly. Yeah, David Kelly. Yeah, John Gold is dropping some stuff from Rebuilding America's Defenses in there.
Oh, yeah. In the Rebuilding America's Defenses doc, a lot of this stuff gets discussed.
Yeah. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
Can we insert credits for the second side, though? Hold on a second.
Oh, is it a one? Oh, yeah. It says insert coins.
Well, hold on. This is the problem with a lot of these Pandora's Box games is sometimes they're not actually set up for 2 players.
I might have only set it up for one, sorry.
Wait, what do you mean set it up?
I just pressed your start button.
No, it's okay. I don't think it's...
Sometimes you can only start after it's already started. And you're sure this is a 2-player simultaneous?
Yeah, it is. It just might not be set up for it. Hang on.
I really like the directional, like, visual. It looks really nice. It's, like, overwhelming.
No, it's a beautiful visual. I mean...
I would have been really excited to play this in an actual arcade as a kid.
Me too.
And the fact that you get to choose different little paths on the way is very cute. Why do those guys have turbans?
Yeah, there's definitely some Islamophobia here. I think
Okay.
it's like Indiana Jones. Trying to be
I was
like
gonna
Indiana
say it's
Jones
very
and the
Indiana
Temple of
Jones.
Doom. Yeah.
It's like we made a bootleg game based
Hold
on
on
the
a
best
second,
scene from a movie that you'll cringe to rewatch.
I really want to play this with you.
Maybe if we just restart it.
No, I feel like it's definitely fucked.
Well, one thing about this game that was interesting to me was when I Googled it, because you were like, look up these games to read about them. And I looked them up, and when I Google Rail Chase, it comes up as Rail Chase 2. So I had to like dig to find the first version of it, which makes me think that maybe somehow the second one is more well-known or beloved. This one looks very cute, though.
No, this is... Oh, it's 1991?
Yeah, 91.
Then the one that I was probably thinking of was Rail
Chase 2,
Yeah,
which is 94.
This is crazy that this came out in 91.
So you remember it when you were like 13-ish? Because that would be the
Maybe, yeah.
sequel. Do you want to try to play the sequel and see if it's not fucked up?
I don't think we have it on here.
Has anyone played the RuPaul app game? I don't know. Has anyone played it? Jeez. What kind of game is it?
One.
The game is to just like spend 30 years in the game and like finally get a Netflix show?
Well, we're...
The game is to forget the names of like all the people that you've ever brought onto your show and make weird excuses for why
RuPaul
people
have dementia or something?
No, he's in like his late 50s or something.
Okay.
And he gets a lot of shit lately now because the very unspoken but still enforced rule on Drag Race is that no people in like active states of transition are allowed to compete. There's
Really?
been like selective exceptions. Like I think Peppermint was out as trans and like several other people were out as trans, but like from the earlier seasons, people had to like they had to make sure you like hadn't had any top surgery yet, like you don't have your tits.
Wow.
And that you don't live as a woman, basically.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's like what's sad about that is because all the smartest drag queens recognize that like trans performers and trans people are like deeply embedded in drag life, and it's funny that RuPaul would have forgotten that because obviously a lot of people had to show her what was what, so I don't know. It's disappointing. I'm sure Lady Bunny doesn't feel the same way. Yeah, thanks for asking about RuPaul. I wonder if it's like the Kim K game where you just dress up in drag or something.
So, we couldn't get Rail Chase to work, which is a really big bummer because it's Rail Chase. Okay, promise you guys one day we will get Rail Chase working. We will get Jurassic Park working as well, and we're gonna do it from your computer probably. We'll have to. But for today, and this is the last game we planned to play, but since we weren't able to play Rail Chase, we're probably gonna have to jump onto something else here. Maybe In the Hunt.
What In the Hunt? Didn't we start it and not really play it?
Yeah, we did, yeah. In the Hunt is another game made by the company that made R-Type, IRAM, and it's a really, really good game. It's really hard for a side-scrolling shooter, but I think for now we're gonna do a 2-player versus on Marble Madness.
This is like, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess I'd rather play this with you than Mortal Kombat, but.
John, is Cubert 2 players?
Yeah, that's a fun game. That's actually a hard, fun game,
I don't think it is
too.
2 players, though. If it was, maybe we can go to that next. But
or I would love to just watch you play it, because you're good at these types of games.
I'm not good at Cubert.
Oh.
I'm not good at Cubert. Yeah, Cubert's hard as fuck. John knows.
It's like old school quarter eating.
It's so
nightmare.
hard that they put something in the game where he swears every time he dies. Where he doesn't, it's like a bunch of like symbols, like Mad Magazine style cursing.
Okay.
That's like the only thing I remember from Cubert.
Do you remember that game that I really liked on the Vectrex called Spike, where he talks and he talks in this like terrible, like little like noisy, like, gee, help, Spike. Oh no, Molly. That's my Cubert.
The Vectrex was Lori's video game system growing up, and for people who aren't aware of what the Vectrex is, it was the only home video game system ever released that came with its own vector screen.
Yeah.
Which is
Standalone
absolutely
screen.
Incredible. I mean, it's actually really cool to get a hold of a used one because you can't really get vector screens anymore. And I mean, besides like an oscilloscope, you could maybe rig your own up, but I mean, this is one of the only ways to play vector graphic video games at home.
Yeah, the Vectrex was weird. Like my parents literally went to Montgomery Ward and bought like a standalone video game machine in the early to mid 80s, and then they bought every single game for it. So when the Nintendo came along, they bought us like 3 games, and they were just like, we're not doing this again. So that's when I made friends across the street with Genesis and computer games. So that onboard, John's asking about asteroids, like the game that came with it was basically like Asteroids game.
Asteroids ripoff called what? Mine?
It was like a boot game. Like you
What was
didn't
it
have to put
called?
a cartridge in it. Mine.
I want to say Sweeper,
Mine.
but
Nope,
it wasn't.
that's not it.
Yeah.
Mindstorm.
Mindstorm, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe that was it.
It had
yeah.
really good sounds, and it was really aesthetically good. And my mom was actually good at it, which was bizarre to me. It was like the only time as a child I watched my mom play up to level 28 of anything.
Yeah, and what was fascinating too about the Vectrex is it came with overlays,
Yeah.
which your parents
We still
kept
have
all
them
of them in the
box.
The overlays intact, where you put them over the whole screen and they like add colors and different things to the screen. It's pretty hilarious.
It was a funny system. I mean,
Yeah.
Milton Bradley made a video game system, and it was like very well reviewed and like well marketed.
Well, it's really unique.
Yeah.
There's nothing else like it. I
Very
mean,
ambitious. It had an art program where you could actually use a
Yes,
light pen and
yes.
animate with it.
Yep.
And Robbie had one when I first met him when he was in high school, and he was like animating stuff with it.
yeah.
Just retro fetishizing before it was cool.
So we're gonna play Marble Madness here, which is another game with amazing FM synth sound and music. It's an Atari game from 1984, and one of these days I have a fantasy about somehow getting a hold of a ROM of Marble Man, Marble Madness 2, a sequel to Marble Madness that Atari finished. It's a completely finished game that for some reason they never released. And there's only apparently like 3 arcade cabinets of it in the world.
Yeah.
And it looks just as good as the original. I mean, it looks pretty cool. So I'm not sure why Atari didn't release it, but let's go ahead and play Marble Madness 2. Let's do it.
All
Hold
right.
on, let's get some of the music up here.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we're just right into it.
Yep, we're in it.
All right.
Ooh, it's so moody. Oh no.
I can't remember. Did this game use a joystick originally, or was it a trackball?
I feel like it was probably a trackball. Okay.
John Gold
Ooh,
just said Graham McQueen just released a paper on Anthrax. I would love to see that.
Cool. This is the classic.
Oh, yeah, this song. Such smooth FM synthesis. Why is Atari so skilled at doing these like fucking brassy FM synthesis pads? Shit!
Shit.
That black marble is fucking me up.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh no.
Fuck.
Ah. I guess you just have to play this
It
kind of
gets
recklessly.
so much
when
harder
it's
on the second
versus.
level too. Shit. And you want to like, I want to beat you, so I'm like playing really sloppy too.
Damn it. Yeah, well done.
Wait, you can't even see yourself?
Cool.
Or wait, so if I
Oh.
get too far,
Wait, right player out of time?
what does that mean?
I don't even understand.
That means you lost time because you died so many
Oh,
times.
'cause I died.
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
You get time penalty.
Okay. Well, I guess I
So
deserve
you gotta
it.
play me again.
All right.
I think you might have to.
John Gold hated this game. I could see that. We could play Crystal Castles too.
It's not 2 players though.
Oh yeah. Oh, this music.
It's so
No.
moody. Holy shit. Oh! Oh!
No.
So if you actually fall, you get a time penalty, right?
Yep. But you only have 12. I only have 12 seconds to finish it anyway. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Is that acid? That kills you, right?
I guess. Let's find out. Yep, it does.
I got granted something, a little magic wand hit me. What was that?
Extra 10 seconds because neither of us is finished, maybe.
It's funny because the Nintendo, the NES version of this game is actually pretty decent. One of the main differences about it, you lost time again? Wait, did I lose time too?
Right player's me. Left player, go. Do you want to finish it?
I'm gonna try. I'm
You
gonna
have
die
3 seconds.
though. Fuck. No, we're gonna.
Wow, this game's hard. Keith Emerson field.
Wow. Wow. That's some crazy FM synthesis.
Did that guy play that with like a MIDI guitar, I wonder?
It sounded like it.
Like a tiny little MIDI guitar, like
Dude,
you'd
can we
see in like
actually-
a.
Oh no, we have to start at the beginning now.
Yes, it's one of those kind of games. Because you can't continue without me when we're in versus mode, I think.
Okay, we're gonna try again.
Mm.
It is really hard, and it goes
It's
by really fast.
Incredibly hard.
Terror Toddler, you just learned that Howard Dean is a lobbyist for the MEK. You should check out Abby's interview with Howard Dean on Breaking the Set. It's really, really funny. She basically blasts him for the MEK thing, and he doesn't really know what to say, and it's a hilarious interview. And after the interview, Howard Dean thanked her for saying that he for saying that she made him better at interviews because she asked him really challenging questions that he didn't know how to respond to. Like,
wow.
He actually admitted that he was caught off guard in the interview after it aired.
Ultimately, Howard Dean seems too pure for any
What happened?
level of political success. Oh, I just didn't want to play it.
You don't want to play Marble Madness anymore?
That's why I encourage you to play Crystal Castles, because you're good at that one, and it's cute looking like Marble Madness.
You want me to play? You don't want to play a 2-player game then?
I mean, not one that I'm so incredibly bad at.
Well, okay, let's try one that you're not bad at then.
Net Wars, that looks terrible. Noah's Ark, that looks really good. You sure you don't want to play Noah's Ark?
I'm sure I don't.
Uh-oh.
We can't show
Some of
that.
those are like
We can't show that.
X-rated, and
Yeah.
half of them are gay, and they got dicks in them.
Yeah, I'm still confused about why they made so many porno games that are like the same type of game.
I mean, we knew there would be porno games on this list of games that you
Mhm.
acquired, but the amount of them that are gay, I was surprised by.
Yeah, I was surprised
So
too.
we'll do that
Which is good. I mean,
we'll do that on a separate stream, I guess.
okay, yeah, separate stream off like Vimeo or something.
Playing like terrible
Yeah.
like Tetris
Uh-huh.
clones or like mahjong tiles matching.
Now, this game is weird. I thought this is one of the kind of random
looks like
games that
Smash
stood
TV.
out to me that also sort of looks like it's trying to be this like 80s sleazy thing, where it's like, here, let's
Let's
check
play
out.
it. I'm in. That's all I need.
This game is called Asylum. Didn't let you join in?
I don't know. I tried to press it.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm the yellow one.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool.
Do you have jump and shoot?
Okay. Oh no, am I gonna fall on that?
It's like a Gauntlet clone, but worse.
There's like a dead body with like trash written on it.
I'm stuck right here. What the hell?
Ooh, I got a card. Oh, I forgot to mention the coolest thing about Super High Impact.
What?
The thing that didn't really make me like excited to play it, but it literally used to dispense limited edition baseball cards.
Baseball?
I mean, what's it? Football. You know what I mean.
Like it would have a card machine in it that would give them
But
to you.
they're
after
like
you played?
limited edition football cards about like they're made for the game.
Wow, but like of real players, or like fake ones.
I mean, I guess I don't even know. I guess I should have looked that up.
This game is atrocious.
Oh, I didn't realize I could kill you. Sorry, bro.
I can't. You can?
I think.
I don't think you can. It just makes me flash when you shoot through me, like a glitch or something.
Okay.
This game has terrible screen scrolling. Wow, this is like the worst screen scrolling engine I've ever seen. What kind of shit? This is a shitty game.
What are we
I
even
don't
supposed to
understand
be
why I
doing?
picked this one. I put this game on a list for me and Lori to play for 2 players, but I regret my decision.
Okay. Really? It's kind of like Dungeons and Morons.
Yeah, why is the sound so scratchy?
I don't know. What? Oh, is this an elevator I'm
You
supposed
gotta
to
get
get
on
on?
the little ladder there.
Oh God. Okay. I mean, I appreciate the depth of the gameplay. Syrian spokesman getting arrested for crimes in France.
What the hell? You see this?
Oh wait, are we? This is like an interstitial thing.
Yeah, we just like went down an elevator and it collapsed on us.
Oh man.
Wow, what a fucking shitty game.
Fuck. This is the first time I died though, so it could be harder.
It reminds you of Chiller, but stupider. Chiller's
yeah.
more clever than this.
Or like, yeah, I guess that's
Cool. The artwork in this game is terrible.
when you move and I get stuck behind things, it just makes me realize that somebody could have tested that. What are these cards for?
I feel like we
Oh,
should.
there's 2 of me.
I think it's time to check out another game.
Yeah, this is garbage.
This is
Did anyone play this and enjoy it as a kid?
I have never even heard of it.
It's like a real piece of shit. It's see when you say sleazy, I'm expecting something a little sexier, like heavy metal style.
Oh yeah,
sleaziness. That's the
well
kind
that's
of
like the
sleaziness I
best
can
you're
get
gonna
into.
get. Bloodstorm is like heavy metal
Yeah.
sleazy. Let's check out this game, Shuuz.
Is it based on the '80s new wave hit?
No, it's actually a
Or the band?
horseshoe game, 2
Oh
players.
no, is this European? This looks
No,
terrible.
it's made by Atari, honey.
Oh.
It's American. So-
Now I can see it.
So we're gonna play Shuuz.
Oh,
Is this not exciting?
are we
to you?
still gonna play it? I mean, yeah, why not?
Okay.
Shoes. The official rules. Oh, okay. I guess we'll just figure it out.
So this is an Atari game that tried to go for a lot of digitized sound, and it sucks.
Hurry up.
Did it freeze?
Oh, okay, cool. Whoa. Okay, this is sleazy. This is sleazier
You might
than
need
I was
to use
expecting.
my controls to play your turn. So
Really?
we'll see. Yeah.
Okay. Fiddlesticks?
Huh. Okay.
Wait, you get to go again?
I guess.
Can anybody chime in about horseshoes? Like, are you supposed to throw it like you're bowling?
Okay, so it's your turn now.
Oh.
You got to do it on this side for some reason.
Okay.
Sorry.
How do I do it?
You like pull the joystick back and then let it go, and then hit the button again. Nice.
Hey, I'm on the board.
Yeah.
This is almost as much fun as shuffleboard.
Go again.
Is there a shuffleboard arcade?
There might be.
Hurry up.
It probably is.
What? You shut up.
No!
What? I don't feel like it has any like
No points.
Is
Look
there okay. Is there any kind of like what's it called? When you're playing the gameplay, velocity control?
up.
Is there any sort of velocity control at all?
I don't know. I'm not certain how this works. Let's try it again.
Okay, so somebody says their family's from Missouri where people play horseshoes. Can you tell me like any tricks?
Go.
Okay.
I mean, my grandpa used
Hurry
to
up.
have horseshoes in the backyard. Nice. So
Close.
whatever
I think
you're
I get a
doing
point.
Okay, go do again.
Okay.
Go again.
Hurry up.
Boom.
Player 2 scores 2 points.
Oh, so you don't have to hit the
I'm a
pole.
natural.
Yeah. Wow.
I brought my own lady to do the cards for each round. Okay. Wouldn't it be funny if like there was no skill
Wait,
at
look.
all and it just automatically you get better and better? Wait, what? There's
Snake in the grass.
is that a typical thing that happens when you're playing horseshoes?
Go ahead. Your turn.
I played this in Red
Hurry
Dead
up.
Redemption. I'm sure that this is what it's based on. I don't think that counts.
Go.
Oh.
Hurry up.
Okay.
Tom Collector.
What?
Tom Collector says the
Player
vocalizations in
one
this game
scores
sound
Hurry up.
rapey.
point.
Yeah, this who narrates this game, Mr. Plinkett? This is ridiculous, but I'm enjoying this more than I was enjoying the football game.
You know what? I think Atari made Arch
Hurry up.
Rivals, that weird punk rock themed basketball game, and I think that's what they were trying to do with this.
Way to go. Yeah.
But it they were trying to do like a country western, like southern, edgelord thing or something. I don't know.
When was this from? Is this from
Notice
the 90s?
the plantation, someone says. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. This game's making me
Hurry up.
feel. Oh, fuck off. I own this farm.
No!
It's like a Homer Simpson impression too.
Yeah. Okay, I guess you got more turns.
Hurry up.
I'm trying. Okay.
Oh, damn.
So,
Player one scores 1 point.
ooh, it's a very
Prepare for the beer round.
what?
All right, so you got to
Okay.
buy me a beer if I win this one.
The worst throw
Yeah.
buys the round.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is like a arcade game for like a honky tonk bar
Mm-hmm.
because it won't compete with the jukebox.
Drink moon slips.
I think it said moose lips.
Oh, moose lips.
I haven't done anything to stop Robbie from watching Picard. He could watch it at any point. He could watch every episode of The Mandalorian. He probably has, right?
No,
No.
I haven't.
Mhm.
I'm not a huge fan of The Mandalorian.
Hurry up.
Hurry up, Lori.
All right. Yeah.
Damn.
What?
Playing with one hand over here.
Do it again.
Okay.
Hurry up.
I think a lot of it has to do with the flip.
Player two scores 1 ringer and 4 points.
Aw. Wait, tap buttons to end the beer round?
Wait, so we just get to
That's
sit there
we
and
just sat.
and drink
We
beer?
could have missed like some really plot specific dialogue about like why they're playing horseshoes.
Yeah, I didn't really understand what that part was. We just watched them drink beer.
No, I mean, I think you have to be like a drunk Southerner to truly appreciate what's going on in this
Ooh,
game.
that little bounce
the
animation.
bounce,
that looked
yeah.
good. It's like the highest quality
Mhm.
graphics in here so far.
I wonder if the shadow moves as we play on into the night for the
Hurry up.
horseshoe
This
pole.
side.
Oh, cool.
So
I like that it locked.
I
me
am
in.
noticing this game gives you a lot of bang for your buck. This is only on 1 quarter so far, or 2 quarters, I guess. So
How do you die playing horseshoes?
oh no, I'm playing yours. Sorry.
That's fine.
Whoops.
You got me a point.
Player one scores 1 point.
1 point. Yeah, I don't mind this game. It's got tits. It's got beer. It could be worse. Oh, you got another one. This is like virtual bowling, but in like a more bucolic setting without pin animations to have to worry
Yeah.
about. It was like somebody's like, let's make a bowling
Yeah.
game. Wait, there's already a bowling game. Let's
Yeah.
make an easier game with
Yeah, let's
just one
do
moving
like
object.
1/4 of the work, so we don't actually have to animate anything.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Boom.
That was a real ringer. Go.
Okay.
Vernon, Florida, the game, says Tom Collector.
Hurry up.
These guys look too
John
young
is
to be
rooting
playing
for you,
horseshoes.
Lori.
Of course he is.
Come on, hard
Thanks, John.
what?
Hey, Heather.
Player
Your thoughts
two
and prayers have
scores
really worked.
2 ringers and 6 points.
Fuck.
I think you're gonna buy the beer at the next beer round.
I think so.
Ooh, that sounds good. Do you want to like buy? Do you want to drink some beer and like make nachos and then just watch Picard or
Yeah.
something that's not the Super Bowl?
Of course.
Okay, so I'll let you in on a little trick.
Okay. What's
Okay.
the trick?
So here's the method to my madness.
Okay.
So the thing about it,
Hurry up.
fuck off.
Don't you have to press the button first?
No, you don't have to press shit. But then when you do this, you can follow it through.
Oh, you can move it a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, you can curve it.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. Lori just
Mhm.
showed me a trick.
Yeah, I just felt bad withholding that information anymore.
Hurry up. Come on, hard or
Jesus
what?
Christ.
Player
Am I hot
two
or what?
Scores
Yeah.
2 ringers and 6 points.
I get to put my
Go.
initials in?
Yeah. Roll trackball. Oh, so this is a trackball game, guys.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Good. Good job.
Yeah.
So that's it. That was our game on
I think
on
we, you know,
Shuuz.
we've been streaming over an hour. I'm sorry that the games today weren't as good as all the hot goss about everything that's wrong in the world. I'm going to read that coronavirus article if I can find it.
You don't want to play one more game?
Yeah, not of Shoes.
Okay.
We could do one more goofy.
Yeah, let's. Should we go head to head on Windjammers? Or what was the game you were just?
Yeah, no,
reacting
let's do
to?
that. Let's do that.
What did you see on?
I
there?
was gonna say we haven't really played what is it, Golden Axe?
Golden Axe
3 or something.
I
But
feel
we
like
should save that.
I feel like we should save that for when we have a PC because there's some really good graphics on that game. That
We should do like things that only run
Yeah,
well on my laptop
sure.
edition next weekend.
So we're gonna play Windjammers now.
Ooh, do you have Iowa predictions?
I mean, no, I'm not gonna make any predictions honestly about Iowa. Everybody's really thinks it's in the bag for Bernie, but I just can't. I can't make a prediction like that. So, obviously, I want Bernie to win, but yeah, I just don't want to have egg on my face and try to predict.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
primaries
it would be
tomorrow.
nice if you know Bernie doesn't get fucked at every turn, but I'm pretty sure that's about to be, you know, you can see what's about to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how they're going to try to fuck him next. Because the knives are out right now for sure against him. But it's really not having that much of a negative impact on his campaign.
Bernie can beat Trump, but not the DNC. Yeah, so you can beat the ultimate boss, but like the boss right before that is like way too hard. Like you just have like they play really dirty and they move too fast, and the DNC can they literally control everything, so they can change the rules on anybody.
So this game is a game Lori and I have played before a few times. It was originally, I believe, on the Neo Geo MVS system
It was
only.
definitely a Neo Geo like arcade thing
Yeah.
that I remember being like in one of those multi-game cabinets
sure,
where you could
yeah.
play Bubble Bobble stuff or whatever.
Bust a move. Yeah.
Bust a move, that's it.
Yeah. So this game is 2-player versus, and it's an interesting game. It's kind of like, I don't know. You'll see. Go for it.
You're gonna do expert? For
I don't know.
beginner, medium, expert. I'm gonna do whichever one you're gonna do. I'm gonna be the hot chick.
Yeah. Is it not working?
The hot chick in the wraparounds. Well, obviously we
Was
go
your
to the
button
beach.
working?
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
Get ready.
Oh shit. Ugh. I am never very good at these.
You beat me last time we played it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Meet 2 points.
I think I'm mixing the buttons up.
Set. Get ready.
Nice.
Meet
Fuck.
2 points.
It's very cute.
Yeah, this is one of Data East's more interesting games, I think, for this time period.
Meet 2 points.
I like the Japanese accent of the chick.
Set. Game set.
Nice job.
I went by too quick.
You can buy yourself another pair of wraparounds to match your
Medium.
headband.
Whoa, that bass.
Do you want
Let's-
to try
let's do
the?
medium. Let's see what happens on medium. I don't really understand the difference
Me
between.
neither. I guess we have less speed but more power. There's like a zero-sum bar.
Yeah. Medium.
Oh, I get to be
Get
Italy?
ready.
I look like.
Peppo Aleppo, if you try to post a link in the chat, remember it won't post. So you might need to actually post them in the comments section once this video goes live after the stream. Fuck. Wait, did I grab that?
Meet 2 points.
Yeah, you got it. I missed it.
Oh no! How'd you do that?
I don't know. I guess I just filled up my power bar. Oh, fuck.
Miss.
I keep, like, facing the wrong direction when I slide.
Set.
Nice.
Get ready. Miss.
Oh. I slid into the wall? Oh, that was cool.
I don't
Not
have
as
no
cool as
idea how
my
to do
special
that.
move.
3 points.
Shit.
Miss.
Oh.
2 points.
Oh, the music stopped.
Set.
I think it's a timed level or something. Yeah, the time goes up. It was our last set. Let's make this one count.
Okay.
3 points.
Oh, shit.
2 points.
Miss. There we go. I don't know how I could do that.
Damn you. I didn't even mean to throw that.
Oh, man.
2 points.
Time up.
Set. Game set.
Oh, I missed some?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So, should we wrap? Or do you want to do best 2 out of 3?
No, I'm pretty confident I'll probably
Okay.
win it again.
Oh yeah, you are. Okay. Well, thank you guys again for joining today's episode of MAME Politics.
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad to see that at least somebody's not watching the game today and would rather hang out and watch us play these silly games.
Yeah. And if you'd like access to all the locked episodes of MAME Politics, which is about a third of them right now, you can access them by becoming a Patreon subscriber of mine at patreon.com/Robbie Martin. And yeah, thanks again, guys. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. So take care.